it going again? Welcome back to another episode. Yes, that's a big old hole. And if you watched the last episode, you'll know where that hole is. So right there in the strut tower. Say hello to the suspension. We're going to do some rust repair today. We got that spot. We got that spot. We have a few up here. And a little spot there. So you stick around. Make fun of my welding if you want. I'm not a great welder, but hopefully by the end of this episode, we're going to have some nice fresh paint in the engine bay. So, time to stop talking. Let's get back to work. Alright, so we have on our strut tower a nice little panel that's been cut out. It's just kind of sitting there right now. Nice little just piece of body steel, body panel. That's going to sit right there just like that. And I think that's fitting in there real good. So hopefully when I weld it in there, I don't destroy it. But we're going to find out. So I'm going to go track down my little welder's magnet so I can hold it in place, get the welder set up, and stick around for the sparks. So here we go. Alright, so you just saw me embarrass myself with the welder, but we are getting there. Still have some up along this edge here to fill that hole there, a little bit down in that bottom corner, and then it's just a matter of cleaning things up, smoothing it out, put some primer back down, and that hole will be taken care of. And it might actually look half decent by some stroke of miracle. And then we have up front, back corner, all kinds of other little spots. So you stick around, I'm going to go finish off that and I'll show you the final end. And hopefully I don't burn the car down. So here we go. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you've been watching, we've been working on the engine bay of the RX-7 and we have all the patches all taken care of. Kind of hard to see that one, but there we go. And then we had up in the very front on both sides, right along here is where it was. So now we are ready to start throwing some paint. So we're going to get our primer going, and hopefully I've got enough. We got our can of primer, and then as I showed you a little while ago, we have our paint in a can. Now this isn't like your typical just rattle can like this stuff here. It's this is actual base clear, and this is the base that's already been reduced with the reducer, and then you have your two-part clear. I guess that's not the clear. That was the clear. I really got to wake up. Yeah, that one's the clear here, and it has the setting on the, or the little indent on the bottom that puts the hardener into it, and it's a 2K clear. So I'm not just using spray paint for the engine bay. But I chose to use those cans because it's a little bit more effective for this purpose. I could just go in there, shake it up a little bit, as you hear, and get spraying. I didn't need to go worry about getting a spray gun or anything, so we're going to start spraying this engine bay and see how we can make it look. So here we go. As feared, I just ran out of primer. I was hoping I'd make it the rest of the way, but apparently not. And today's the holiday, so they're not open either. So I'm gonna have to do it again, but oh well. As you can see though, we got the firewall all done. Coming around to here. I even got a bunch of the front headlight panel taken care of right to there. All we have left is that. Not that much. But once we get that done, we're going to get the color sprayed, get the clear down, and then once that's all done, the frame rails on the inside here, we're going to do them up. They're going to stay black. I'm going to put some kind of like bed liner or rubberized coating on it just for the durability, and then we'll pull out the cross member, get that powder coated, clean up the bottom of the frame where that goes, and then put everything back together and hopefully make it look good. So I'm going to go enjoy this nice sunny day. As you can see out there, it's real nice. Wait for tomorrow and get some primer. So see you tomorrow. Be right back. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you were just watching, we started spraying the engine bay and I misjudged how much paint I had. So we went out this morning, I got some more primer, and now we have a full primed engine bay. So now we're going to turn around and we're going to get some color on it. So I showed you the other day what we had for the paint we're using, and it's pretty close to the same color that it is now. It's a metallic light blue, might be a little darker than that based off of the color code, but there it is there. And like I said, this here, it's a base clear, so this stuff's ready to spray. All I gotta do is shake it up and start spraying. So I plan to do like you're supposed to. We're gonna start with little tight areas like in there, up underneath that radiator support, the strut tower brackets. We're gonna start with those, get them blue, and then we're gonna finish off with everything else, and hopefully we have a painted engine bay here shortly. So you stick around, here we go. So there we have it. One painted engine bay so far. Still needed to get some clear on it, but if I had to do a review on these cans, they're a great alternative. The only downside I had, you saw me kind of playing with a few cans, is I have one can that just didn't, for some reason it's not atomizing the paint like it's supposed to. It's coming up more of a straight stream, which is creating not the greatest ability to spray the paint. So luckily I was able to get everything done that I needed done with the two cans that I had, and again, you saw me switching up those cans. they were not, I don't remember which ones I had mixed at the same time with the same paint. So I wanted to make sure that I blended them together as much as possible. So that way, if one was a different shade, it may not look as noticeable as the rest, as if I had just done half and half. So we're gonna let this flash over. We're gonna go check the parts in the oven for powder coating, and then we're gonna get spraying the clear. So stick around, see how that goes. So there you see it. That's a first coat of clear on that. And she's got real good shine already. I'm quite happy with it. Is it a professional job? No. Probably far from it. However, I'm doing it in my backyard, in my shop here, making it look half decent anyway. And showing that it can be done. So I'm gonna let that flash off for a little bit, and then I'm gonna apply a second coat of clear onto that. See if I can't really give it a good chance in life to not get scratched and damaged. And then we have all that little centerpiece right there. Get that pulled out, powder coated. And then we can start putting stuff back together and make it look like a car again. So you stick around. I got another can of clear right here. I got to prime and get ready. And I'll show you what it looks like. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you just saw, we got the engine bay all painted and all kinds of nice couple coats of shine to it. And it's all cured now. Now, I did put the hood hinges back in a little bit, just because I was curious to how the color is going to work together before I go too much further. And I like it. However, one thing I did say I was going to do that I haven't done yet, our engine mount is gone. Now, to take that out, just 1 second. I got some more powder coating on the go here, and my timer's telling me the oven's done. If you want to see more powder coating, jump over to my other channel. I got all kinds there, but I'm also going to throw some up here as I'm doing parts. Which brings me to this. Right there. There's a cross member. Comes out quite easily. You unbolt the lower control arms from right there. Whatever size the factory bolt is, I don't know. All you know, I've got new bolts in mine, and they are 14 millimeter heads. To take it off of the car, you do have 4 bolt holes, 2 on each side. One right there, and one right there, and the same with the other side. Those are 17 millimeter nuts. So they just basic. Looks like they might have tried to put a locking nut, but it's old technology. And there's just 4 bolts. They go straight down off the bottom of the frame. As you can see right there, you got those. And then you got unbolt the lower control arms. It also helps take the tires off. And then once you unbolt it, it pops right out. So we're going to be getting rid of the engine mounts, and they come out right there. And then we're going to take it out, get it sandblasted, powder coated, and make it look nice and new again. So enough looking at me. We'll admire that engine bay for a minute. Looks a lot more blue on the video. It does have a lot of blue, and as you saw, I used the black primer, which I think is why it's a little bit darker than the not factory, but the original color I had there. So, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So I'm going to pull off those motor mounts, and tomorrow, hopefully the weather's decent, we're going to get it sandblasted, coated, paint up the frames for where it's going, and put it back in. So here we go. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you've been watching, we're still working beautifully on our RX-7, and you may have noticed at one point that's gone, the engine cradle. Now I showed you it came out, showed you how it came out, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like after I powder coated. And there it is. It has a nice flat black powder to match the rest of it. We put a zinc primer under it. Got the engine cradle all set, new mounts, and the new front support for the motor. So time to throw it in there. So here we go. And there we have it. It's back in there, almost ready to receive the motor. I still do have to torque it down a little bit. The 4 bolts on the bottom. And then we still got to torque down the engine mounts as well. But it is getting that much closer to taking the motor back. And it looks a whole lot better than it did before. So, all coated inside, outside, all around, you name it. Then you got your engine cradle, or I don't know if it's the cradle, or the actual engine mount right there. And that's done the same color as the coolant lines. We've got the clutch line back there. So we are definitely making progress on the RX-7. So I'm going to go get some torque wrenches, get that torque down, and you hit that subscribe button, stick around, let me know what you think of the color of the engine bay. The car itself is going this color. It's gonna look nice when it's done. It's a little dusty right now, as you can see right there, but that's the way the shop is. And if you haven't seen what got us to this point, click on my playlist, check out the rest of the videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully the next video will be putting the motor in. I think that'll be a good one. So you stick around, and we'll see what happens. So till next time, keep the rotor spinning and stay warm.